Welcome everyone to my channel, Popcorn and Gore GrindHouse. Updated my 70s collection. Just got my shelf all rearranged, got everything all dolled up, and got more shelves moving, posters, and all kinds of good stuff. So hope everyone had a nice New Year's. This will be my first 2023 video for my Meteor channel. And been tracking down a lot of the 70s movies because this has taken a long time trying to get all of the 70s movies in this particular shelf, and I'm phasing the rest of them out as we go along. So I just want to show y'all briefly what I do have for my 70s collection so far, and some of the other ones that I will be adding to also. All right, so first up we have Christina Lindberg, Thriller, A Cruel Picture. One of my favorites, and this is the DVD edition, limited edition. I will be ordering the 4K Blu-ray of this, and we're going to have that all set up. So let's put her over here. All right, so we have the Roger Corman's cult classics triple feature. The Big Doll House, Big Bird Cage, and Women in Cages. One of my favorite films too. Also, I'm also a huge fan of Roger Corman. And my all-time director is George Romero. But I'm also liking Al Adamson's stuff too also, which I'm going to collect a lot of his too also. So some of the stuff that I will be collecting was like Barney's Kids, Hitchhike to Hell, Axe, and Kidnap Coed. A lot of two other ones. Switchblade Sisters, just to name a few. So I will be adding them to this shelf over here as I upgrade it and get it all put in order and stuff like that. So we have Roger Corman's cult classic again, double feature, Jackson County Jail, No Place for a Lady, and Caged Heat, which is another one of my favorites. So to add to this one too also, I will be getting Chained Heat 2, featuring Bridget Nielsen. So I'll be ordering that too also. And LA Bounty, I'll be ordering that too also. So it's like a lot of features that I kind of want to get from this particular collection. Roger Corman's cult classic triple feature again, action-packed. Georgia Peaches, Great Texas Dynamite Chase, and Smokey Bites the Big Dust. I mainly bought it for the Great Texas Dynamite Chase. I'm a huge fan of Claudia Jennings and Jocelyn Jones. So they're my ultimate favorite. So I'll be adding more to this collection too also to try to get it all 70s up in this particular area. So we have The Last House on the Left. One of my favorites too also. So that's all I've been doing is on the media sites, just ordering movies, trying to get this 70s collection. Because when I started this collection, I knew it was going to be a long time before I collect them all. But the good news is that they all are available, so I can pretty much get them. I Spit on Your Grave, the original cult classic. I will be upgrading this to also to the new Blu-ray, I Spit on Your Grave. One of my favorites. Guys, click that like button and subscribe to my channel if you like what I do, so that way y'all guys can get notified whenever I do more media porn videos. And thank y'all guys for subscribing so far, so please click that like button and subscribe. Toys Are Not for Children. Check out my other reviews on this. I pretty much did. I did an in-depth review on Toys Not for Children, and I gave a short snaps of the overall movie and what I think about it. It's one of my favorites. And to add to this one, I will be adding The Little Girl That Lives Down the Lane. Jodie Foster. I will be adding her to this collection too also. So it's a lot of stuff that I'm going to be adding to this collection to try to get it jumping off and get this shelf all finished up since I got it already polished and got it. All right, so next up we have Phyllis Davis, Sweet Sugar. It's another one of my favorites. Gotta have Sweet Sugar. It's another one of my badass classics. And I'm going to have this hooked up with Mama's Dirty Girls. And maybe Barney's Kids. Because with Barney's Kids, I believe there's a double edition of Centerfold Girls and Barney's Kids both together. And the other edition, Axe and Coax Kids are on that same double feature. So since I already have Centerfold Girls, I just need Barney's Kids. So we have the Candy Snatchers, which is another one of my favorites too also. So I have this as a triple feature with Barney's Kids. And then I'm going to upgrade this one too also. But for right now, I just got it in the jacket, Trip with the Teacher. I'll be upgrading this because what I did is I just bought a blue jacket and put the disc inside. Because I had this from the disc that's inside of here is a DVD from another feature box set. So what I did is I used that. So this is my master of Trip with the Teacher until I can get the Blu-ray edition. And when I do, this will replace that. So I did reverse this cover art on this one, White Mama, Black Mama. So I did end up reversing the cover, which looks pretty good, by the way. I figured, fuck it, since I got the shelf all redone, I might as well reverse the covers on some of these artworks and get them hooked up. And it's funny because every time I pick it up, I'm like, wow, this is really badass. Because I always had it the other way around. But now it's reversible art cover. Also, next up, we have Ron O'Neill's Superfly. Another one of my favorites too also. Can you dig it? The big one, baby. The big one. I love the 70s because I was born in the 70s. And a lot of the movies that came out in the 70s were awesome because they were not only staples in the drive-ins, but they were like... well, they made up a large portion of an audience that came to see them. When you're talking about a lot of people that was like coming to see double and triple features of these films, they were just grinding them out. That's why they dubbed the term GrindHouse, because they were just grinding out movies left and right. So we got Fred Williamson, Hell Up in Harlem, which is not one of my favorites too also. Who else I'm going to do it to, huh? Look like you're trying to set yourself up. There you go. Damn right, I'm trying to set this shelf up with 70s. All right, so we got Black Caesar, Fred Williamson. And next up, we have Pam Grier's Coffee. Stand to your right for you Latin dope pusher. Foxy Brown, baby. And I do also have her on VHS too also, which is the main copy. Briefly done. That's another thing too also. I had a lot of VHS that I had all the way around here. So I had VHS going on the shelves too as my theme shelf. And I just started kind of just working them piece by piece. But slowly but surely, it's all getting there. And I'm pretty much happy as to where things are working out. I just got to get those few additions. And once I get those few additions, I'll be pretty much happy. That means I have to move some things out, which I'll show y'all guys in a few minutes, which ones I'll move out because they are not 70s. All right, so we got Tamara Dobson, Cleopatra Jones, featuring Shelley Winters as Mummy. Another one of my badass features. Then we got Bucktown, Pam Grier and Fred Williamson, Tony King and all the rest of them. guys up in this damn thing here. And I think, what's his name? Rasuma is also in this too. Alright, so this is the one I was telling you about. So rest in peace to Andrew Prime. He had passed away. So the Centerfold Girls. Check out my reviews too, also guys, on my page. So y'all guys take a look at all the rest of the media that I do already up. But this is the first one of my 2023 edition of me upgrading my shelf for the new year. Centerfold Girls. So Kidnap Coed is billed along with the Centerfold Girls. It's on a Blu-ray disc, so they got Kidnap Coed and the Centerfold Girls both together. So, no, I'm sorry, they got Barney's Kids and the Centerfold Girls both together. So since I already have the Centerfold Girls, I'll just get Barney's Kids on DVD. But it makes an excellent edition. This is a special edition copy too, also. Centerfold Girls. All right, so next up we have Tevye Michaels, which I'm a huge fan of Tevye Michaels too also. You guys check out my other reviews that I have that I already started before, but we have the Cult Collection, The Doll Squad, featuring Sabrina Kincaid, played by the beautiful Francine York. And we also have Tora Santana and the rest of the girls also in here that make up the Doll Squad, which is pretty badass. And every time I bring out the Doll Squad, I have them hooked up with other features too also. Like this going to be hooked up with Savage Sisters and Switchblade Sisters. This is why I can't wait to get the rest of them so that way I can do my ultimate double feature trailer wheel and have it played the way how I want to have it displayed. And then I'll do a unboxing and review on the movies once they come in. But we got the Doll Squad. All right, so we have the Doll Squad. Okay, next in line, beside the Doll Squad, we have Get Christy Love. It's a crime drama syndicate show that used to come on television. And this is also part of the 70s show, also Get Christy Love. So I'll be ordering some of the Christy Love too also. And I think it only went to one season, I believe. But yeah, Get Christy Love. Then we also have Girl in Go Boots, which is another one of my favorites, Tevye Michaels. I'm a huge fan of Tevye Michaels. And I'm also a huge fan of Al Adamson and Russ Myers. I try to collect a lot of their films because they have talent for beauty. Red on the front cover, looking gorgeous as ever. All right, so now we have Sexploitation. We got Elsa, the Tigress of Sheba. Another one of my favorites. I'm a huge fan of Diane Thor. We Magazine puts her as the female James Bond, and she damn sure is. Because she puts the we in fatality. She gives a feminine fatality in this jam-packed, action-packed sex exploitation cinema here that she got going on. And she's joined by her rivals and her commandos, a Russian force of white commandos that does what she asked them to do. And I think she's just ultimate. And she really don't really have to overplay anything. I mean, she just has that natural beauty where she can just do what she wants and just take over the fucking screen. When the first time I saw this shit, I was like, who is this lady with these gorgeous titties? And then I found out later on that she was also doing pin-up stuff and all kinds. I was like, oh, that is it. I'm getting a big jumbo ass poster of her ass. So imagine growing up as a young boy and you find out about all these things. So this is why I want to collect the 70s, because for me, being born in the 70s, it's like this the ultimate for me. So yeah, Elsa, the Tigress of Sheba. I had pretty much all her stuff. Alright, so then we have Elsa, the Wicked Warden, which is also one of my favorites. It's pretty much badass. She really does more torture stuff in this one than she does in anything else. I mean, she's really, it was one girl who escaped just an hour ago and she killed a man. And, you know, during her escape getting away. And then when Elsa caught up with her, man, she really made her pay. She really took her through the ringers, I'll tell you that. Which is ultimate. Especially when you look, we talk about exploitation. She puts the X in exploitation. And gives it to you the right way. Elsa, the Wicked Warden. All right, so next up we have Snuff, the bloodiest thing that ever happened in front of a camera. And this is filmed in South America where life is cheap. Another one of my favorites. And everything stops right here at this section right here, because from here on up is predominantly 80s and 90s and 2000s. So I have to get them out and move them to another category. Actually, it goes down to the shelf below, which is the 80s, 90s shelf. This is going to be the 70s shelf. So we got Snuff. And it pretty much stops right here with this one. Shock Festival. One of my favorites. I normally roll this around Halloween time or to show off for my friends and play trailers and stuff like that. So I'm pretty much into the cinematography type of stuff too. Also where I have stills and cards and we do different events too for Halloween where I have a Lizzie Borden sort of group where we all try to figure out how she killed and stuff like that. I show them pictures of the crime scene, all that kind of stuff like that. So they try to solve the Lizzie Borden case. So I have all kinds of features. And while that's rolling, I have this in the background with unlimited trailers, along with the trailers that I cut also. So that the way everything works out pretty good. So it stops right here. So I'll put this back. Let's just get Christy Love back there. And we'll move this over to here. And move that over there. So anything below this is all a different year. It's not the 70s. So all these have to come out. And then all these have to be replaced with the ones that I'm ordering. So what I did is I counted all the ones that I'm taking out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I have to order 18 movies in order to put them back into that shelf right there where they're supposed to be. So this is, guys, this is a brief tutorial of my collection. And be doing some more videos later on too also, because right now I'm just concerned about getting the rest of the 70s in this entire collection. And so once I have everything in the collection, everything will be pretty much ready to go and separated from each different year, because it's like I want to have a whole entire 70s shelf. That was my whole theme of just doing all this, and to make sure I had a whole entire 70s collection going on. And thank y'all guys for checking me out and showing y'all support. And guys, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe and get notified to whenever I do a video. And feel free, guys, to check out my other collections that I do also have in my collection kitty for last year's event. But this is my first video for 2023. I wish y'all guys a happy collection season. And don't forget to collect all the media that you kind of like trying to get. And thank y'all guys for checking me out and liking what I do. And plus, leave me some comments to let me know what you're watching and what you're collecting for as the 70s. And we can talk about some movies. And I can talk about what I have coming and what I want to be expanding to. So we got 18 movies that needs to be bought for this entire shelf. And then this shelf will be predominantly finished and ready to go. So she's getting there. So we have Switchblade Sisters. We have Savage Streets. We have Barney's Kids. We have the Kidnap Co-Ed. We have the upgraded version of Blu-ray for Thriller, a cruel picture, aka Christina Lindberg. They call her One Eye. An updated version on Blu-ray for I Spit on Your Grave. We have Get Christy Love. We have another one from Chained Heat from Bridget Nielsen. Chained Heat 2, Bridget Nielsen. And then we also have L.A. Bounty. Supposed to be coming to you also. And because I believe that's through... let me check and see what she... Yeah, so that would be Sybil Downing, L.A. Bounty. Then we got Working Girls. And then we have... I think one by it's called Jezebel's, aka Switchblade Sisters. Yeah, so I know I already have that one coming. And then there's another one too also that I do have coming too. I believe that's an Al Adamson's joint. So that will be Angels Wild Women. That's the one. And then there's another one too also, Mama's Dirty Girls. There's another one that's going to be Crazy Larry and Dirty Mary. And there's going to be another one too also, Ogre's House of Shame, which is, I think it's in the 60s, but I'm going to add that to this one, this particular collection, because it's going to be a double feature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in another collection, and then when this comes to a double feature, I'll just bring them out. So it's a lot of films that I kind of want to collect and have already in this particular collection to get this thing all dolled out as my ultimate 70s. So once I get these all out on that particular section, everything else will be all 70s. So thank y'all guys for all y'all support. Don't forget to click that like button and subscribe, and let me know I'm doing something pretty good. And this is my first video for 2023. So I'll be spending the new year trying to collect all of the 70s. Well, the ones I like anyway for this particular one. And that will be 18 in total for this entire shelf to finish off this entire shelf of my exploitation, sex exploitation, and black exploitation shelf. Thank y'all guys for watching, and as always, keep collecting. And subscribe and click that like button. Peace.